What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there tonight. I'm doing pretty good myself. I've been sitting on this story for about a week now. The sister, the awakened one, sent me. And much appreciation for this story, my sister. Wow. Very, very horrific story. It's the kind of story that you don't look to hear, from our people. I'm going to just say that. This Maryland grandmother was allegedly, killed by her daughter, which is to the right of the screen here. No, to the left of the screen here. The grandmother, and then you have the daughter right here, and then the daughter, which is to the right of the screen here, got her daughter to help cover up this heinous, and I repeat, heinous crime. Okay. Now, what I want to do here is for us to watch a couple of the videos, to tell basically what is alleged to have happened, and then we'll get into the commentary.
Well, we have new details this afternoon about a gruesome murder in Prince George's County. A woman allegedly killed and dismembered by her daughter and granddaughter. It's a case that is stopping everyone in their tracks, and as Lex Juarez explains, it's posing a challenge for investigators, too.
Well, the details get more and more disturbing. Police believe that the murder happened on May 23rd, that following weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Neighbors tell me that they saw Craig and Hardy prepping this grill with charcoal and lighter fluid. Those neighbors were headed out of town for the holiday weekend and assumed the family was having a cookout. According to court documents obtained by WTOP, it was 71-year-old Margaret Craig's dismembered body that was put on the grill that day. Her 44-year-old daughter, Candace Craig, and 19-year-old granddaughter, Celia Hardy, were trying to hide her murder. Investigators believe Candace Craig killed Margaret Craig by herself, and that Hardy later joined her in dismembering Craig at her home in Landover and storing the decomposing remains in the basement. Police visited the home last Friday for a welfare check on Craig nearly 2 weeks after the alleged murder. When her daughter Candace let them in, they quickly smelled and found the remains in the basement. This horrific attempt at hiding the remains poses a challenge for the medical examiner, who has yet to confirm the cause of death or that the remains are Margaret Craig.
But in this case, which is unlike any case I have ever seen or experienced here in the county, say it's disturbing is an understatement. It's horrifying.
Well, Candace Craig is charged with first-degree murder. Her daughter, Celia Hardy, is facing an accessory charge for assisting in the dismemberment. Well, both Craig and Hardy are being held without bond. The next court date set for the preliminary hearing is July 3rd. In Landover, Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
The horrific scene involved a chainsaw. It happened last Friday in Landover, Maryland.
To an absolutely shocking story out of Prince George's County.
The horrific scene involved a chainsaw. It happened last Friday in Landover, Maryland. A mother and daughter are charged in connection with the killing of a 71-year-old grandmother. We want to warn you, the details are disturbing and they are not suitable for children.
News 4's Darcy Spencer has the very latest.
Police say 71-year-old Margaret Craig died at the hands of her own family. The details laid out in charging documents are gruesome. Candace Craig, the victim's daughter, is accused of murder. Craig's teenage daughter, Celia Hardy, the victim's 19-year-old granddaughter, is accused of helping to cover up the crime. Police say the victim's remains were found in trash bags in the basement. Investigators say the mother and daughter dismembered the victim with a chainsaw and allegedly attempted to burn her remains on a grill in a fire behind the home.
I just think it was so horrifying that it defies belief for me.
Police went to the home on Hill Road in the Landover area Friday afternoon after a relative reported the victim missing. Police say Candace Craig opened the door and allowed officers inside. Police say those officers smelled the odor of decomposition when they went into the basement. Hardy allegedly told police that on May 23rd, her mom attacked the victim after the victim threatened to report Craig for fraudulent use of her credit card. The next day, according to charging documents, Hardy discovered her grandmother's remains in a blue bin in her bedroom.
It's a shame. Very sad. Very sad. And she did not deserve that.
Candace Craig charged with first and second degree murder. Her daughter, Celia Hardy, charged with being an accessory after the fact. Prosecutors say due to the condition of Craig's remains, it will be a challenge to determine exactly how she died.
Say it's disturbing is an understatement. It's horrifying.
According to those charging documents, Craig was murdered 10 days before her remains were found. Now, the mother and daughter are both maintaining their innocence. They were ordered held without bond during court appearances here today. In Upper Marlboro, Darcy Spencer, News 4.
At a loss for words is an understatement, like the woman said. So this is what we're doing with our elderly mothers, grandmothers, or what have you, behind credit cards. This woman had every right to get at your ass for taking her credit card and putting charges on them that she had nothing to do with. As far as I'm concerned, in which there's no alleged at this point to me, these two demon-infested bitches need to be put down for this sick, heinous crime that they did to this woman right here. Obviously, the daughter never respected her mother in the first place. And then to go and get her daughter to help cover up the crime, hey, that just proves that she had no regard for her mother, and she don't have any regard for her daughter, because if she can do that to her own mother, she will do the same thing to her daughter. It's amazing to me that she didn't even, that she didn't kill her daughter just to cover up things. But I guess she needed her, you understand? And then on top of that, for the daughter to even get involved, you understand what I'm saying, with helping her mother do the most heinous thing that I've heard, with putting this woman, chopping her up with a chainsaw and putting her on a barbecue grill. Where did you get this shit from? You understand? Like I said, these two sick, demon-infested bitches need to be put down for the shit that they did to this woman right here. This is the reason why I always believed in the old adage, the old cliche, every queen needs her own castle. These days ain't safe for nobody to have living with you when it comes to situations like this. Your own children, grown as hell, you understand, and feel like whatever you got is theirs. You understand? They don't respect you. They do not respect you. And this whole entire thing about murder among relatives is getting worse and worse. Worse and worse. I'm going to give some advice. It's up to you if you want to take it or not. If you got somebody grown living with you, and it's your child, man or woman, and you actually know there's been reoccurring situations of them disrespecting you, my advice be to you is to get these people out of your house by any means necessary. But for something like this or what have you, or even if you would have to do something to them to protect yourself, something like this would happen. It's just not worth keeping them around. Over a damn credit card, man. Over a credit card. Wasn't even good enough to even, like you dare that she would approach you about something that you violated her doing. You could have paid the damn charges. You could have, well, mama, I'll take care of it. There's no problem. I meant to ask you about it. You understand what I mean? But I forgot. But I put the charges on there. And what I'm going to do, here's the money. You understand? To take care of that. Sorry about that. Easily, taken care of at that point. But far as I'm concerned, hey, there had to be something worse than this particular incident that leads up to things like this going on between these people right here. It had to be. It's too bad that the grandmother loved her daughter so much to the point to where, hey, regardless of what her daughter would do, ain't nothing too bad to where she won't put her ass out and get her ass from around her. Because I bet you there's been other situations that took place too where this woman seen that. It's just too bad, man. It's too bad. Cut up with a chainsaw and put on a barbecue grill. Ain't that, man, I tell you. Again, these two demon-infested bitches need to be put down. And that's just all there is to it, as far as I'm concerned. That's all I got on this one, people. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts and views on it in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.